Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, 2015 into 2016. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Happy New Year, everybody! And guess what? If you didn't know, I'm having a huge reading sale right now. If you want to get a discount on a reading with me, book it now at inclusiveastrology.com. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King's planet energy meter to understand where all the energy is for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day of 2016. And I'm sending you a lot of love and lots of great energy. And I'm putting the energy meter at, believe it or not, I'm putting it at the medium position. Woo! If you look at 2014's New Year's energy, that was crazy. It was the big grand cardinal cross. If you look at 2015's New Year's energy, it was, it was the beginning of Saturn and Sag. We had Venus and Mercury and Capricorn last time. This year is a whole different dynamic in the energy. Number one, Jupiter is direct. The last 4 years, 2012 was the last year we had Jupiter direct going into the new year. This year, we will have Jupiter direct. So that's a big news. That means the last 3 years, not the best, right? Jupiter's not forward. Isn't that ironic and kind of crazy? Not only did we have the Pluto-Uranus square from 2012 all the way into 2015, and then Jupiter direct with those New Year's energies, but we had Venus retrograde in 2014, and then in 2015 we had Venus in Capricorn. So Venus is in Sag now. The moon's on top of Jupiter in the North Node for this New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, which I think is signaling about, this is about hope again. This is going to be a year about having to find hope by being productive. It's Virgo, right? About really getting your work done, about doing things, not getting stuck in a Pisces world. Imagining the greatness is fun. Sitting outside and talking about it and imagining it, puffing on a little smoke, whatever you do, that's Pisces. Virgo's actually doing it. It's getting up, it's making the call, it's meeting the person, it's getting down to business, it's writing the email, it's doing the work, it's Mercury ruled. And we need to figure these things out in our life now. We need to make them going. The good news, Venus is in Sagittarius, Saturn's in Sagittarius. There's a lot about opening up, seeding new things for this New Year's. And this is a time where we're really ready to get our lives moving forward. I think it's been a very harsh 3 years we've come out of, and this is a year where we're ready for hope, we're ready for optimism, we're ready to move forward, and I think this Jupiter direct, especially with the North Node conjunction, especially with the moon on top of the North Node, trust me, I know somebody very close with the moon on top of the North Node. Wink, wink, me. And that is very sensitive. Our emotions are going to be very sensitive this year. And I think, coming into this, the other aspect I want to bring up is Mercury is squaring Mars. And so coming into this year, it's about not doubting the actions you take, It's about moving forward still, even when your mind's trying to say, oh, maybe don't do this, or I don't question things so much that you don't keep moving forward. It's kind of like, when you're in line, you're like, oh, should I get the butter or not? I don't know. I have a little thing of butter. Just buy the big thing of butter. You need it in your house anyway. That's about life right now. You got to do it anyways. You got to get it. Why are you doubting it? Why are you questioning it? Why are you looking at it? Especially Mercury in Capricorn is all about the rules. It's in a stationary kind of position. It's in a shadow period this year. So this means that our mind, don't let certain rules or don't let certain things that embed in your thoughts affect you from moving forward into a better place of peace and happiness and prosperity this year. This is a year that, I think, and especially this New Year's, it's about not questioning the moment and moving forward in it and just going about it, doing something about it, being productive. And I think overall, this is just a very positive New Year's Eve. I think that everybody's going to feel wonderful. I think that people are going to feel the joy and the abundance, but realizing that there's work to it. It's not like, it's all here. I think that there's a lot to look forward to. I think there's a lot of work to look forward to. And I think that we're all going to be busy. And I think that we're all going to have a big lot of energy to move into this new year with. It's not like nothing's going on, or I think that the lost energy has to deal with, man, how are you going to get all this done? Or how are you going to take all these things in your imagination and make them real? This is the time, and this is the energy for it. So, really good energy. I'll be honest, Best New Year's horoscope we've had in years. I think the last good one we had really was, I think, 2012. And even then was the beginning of the Pluto-Uranus square. I'd have to actually go back, probably 2011, you know? I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while. So this is going to be a good news coming into 2016 because the energy is awesome for this New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Card of the day is, or oh my gosh, how funny, card of the New Year is the Judgment card reversed. This is where you need to realize that you are summoned. You have a calling in your life. But if you're not paying attention to that calling and you're not stepping up to that calling, it can be difficult. This is also where, you know, don't judge yourself if you're at a certain place in your timeline in your life. That life is based off destiny and fate, and we all are at our own moments. Just as long as we step up to the calling, wherever we're at in that story, wherever we're at in that time cycle, is perfect timing. So it's about embracing wherever you're at in the time frame that you're at in your life right now. It might not be exactly where you want it to be, but you need to see that it's exactly where you should be. And this is where you embrace that instead of, oh no, I'm on the wrong time and this didn't work out. If you start piling up that crap, you're actually not appreciating the timeline that's already divine and perfect that's in your life. And that's what this New Year's is about, is appreciating that, you know what? And I was just saying right before I did this horoscope, you know, I was like, man, I got way off track in 2015. I was supposed to be doing all these events and all these things, and I should have hit up this TV show and that, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was paralyzed this year. But you know what? There was a moment, there was a reason for it. And it's about appreciating that moment and realizing coming into this year, you're exactly right on time. There's nothing wrong, and it's perfect. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure you join me on the reading channel. If you want to get these horoscopes every day on my app, or on my premium website, leoking.lookstack.com, or on the iPhone or Android stores. I appreciate it so much. I'm sending you so much love, so much happiness on this new year, and I will see you in 2016.